Joining us now to discuss this topic is GOP consultant Matt Makoviak and the Advocacy Director of Progress Texas, Lucy Stein. Thank you both for being here.
Sure.
All right, Matt, why would anyone running for office, jokingly or not, ask another country to hack into our government systems or a government official?
Well, yeah, I agree. Look, I think that this was an attempt to be humorous. I don't agree with it. I think Donald Trump is far too cozy with Russia, at least in his approach. He says he has new investments in Russia. We don't know that to be a fact. You know, I am struck, though, that for the last 4 or 5 years, the Democrats have pretended like the threat that Russia poses is not serious. You remember Mitt Romney was asked at one of the televised debates what the most serious geopolitical threat facing the country was, and he said Russia, and Obama and the Democrats and the media laughed at him. Since then, of course, Hillary presented the Russian reset button to the Putin regime, I guess at the time led by their new president, Medvedev. That was obviously a total failure. Russia has been propping up Assad in Syria, extending the civil war there. So Russia's been a problem for 4 or 5 years. The Obama administration's done almost nothing to confront that regime. In this case, Trump made a joke. It was in poor taste. Obviously, we don't want a foreign power engaged in trying to influence a United States election. But keep in mind, the hack is not the issue here. The reason Democrats are trying to distract away from this is because of the emails, which shows that they were lying. The Democrats were lying to the public for over a year about colluding with Hillary Clinton's campaign against Bernie Sanders' campaign, which is what Sanders' campaign alleged all along.
Lucy, what are your thoughts on this, and where are your concerns?
I agree with Matt that the presidency is no joke, and to have the leader of the Republican Party, Donald Trump, the presidential nominee of the Republican Party, going on national television calling on an unfriendly foreign country to commit a crime against the United States on his behalf to sabotage an election is also not a joke. It's not something that you can just say is a joke, and to say that this is just another example of how unfit he is to be president or that he lacks the temperament to be commander-in-chief is just a wild understatement. This is very serious and dangerous stuff that he said today.
I think many people on both sides of the aisle agree that that comment went too far. What are your thoughts? Do you think this will end up benefiting Clinton's campaign? First Lucy, and then Matt.
I can't, say whether it will benefit her or not. I think it should, and I think that any Republican, in good conscience, should not be able to support a candidate who very obviously puts his self-interest and his love of the spotlight above and beyond his interest in our nation and its security.
Matt, what is your take?
Well, I mean, with regard to this specific comment, again, I disagree with it. But he's talking about the 30,000 emails that Hillary deleted. Hillary said those were personal emails, so they don't have government information in them, according to Hillary. So, again, it is striking that Hillary is now dealing with another email scandal that was so serious that it forced the Democratic National Committee chairwoman to resign in disgrace the day before the Democratic National Convention started. Look, they don't want to talk about the substance of what was in these. They want to try to pretend that this is about a foreign power and about Russia. There's an FBI investigation. I'll be curious to see what they find about the hack. If it was Russia, the United States should respond. They should not be hacking the emails of anyone in the United States. But again, this is about the substance of this scandal, which is why the DNC chairwoman resigned and why I think you'll see other senior members of the DNC either fired or disciplined in the coming weeks.
All right, we are out of time, but Matt, Lucy, thank you both for sharing your perspectives with us tonight.
Thanks.
Stand by.